Yes. Hello, my good people. It is us. It is Friday. It's that time of the week again,
It is Friday.
where we tell you what to think about the latest AI, I guess, this week because, I don't know. OpenAI had a conference. Google had a conference. Well, I mean, OpenAI had a live stream. I guess if you, announcement, whatever. I guess Google had a conference or whatever. But yeah, we're going to talk about it because those were the absolutely biggest things that were happening in the tech space this week. Yes, go live on Facebook again. Oh, yeah, by the way, Facebook again works for some reason. I changed nothing. I don't know what happened. Suck was like, oh, crap. We should have the TekTok guys be able to stream again or something. I don't know. Because, I don't know.
Got a notification for the stream on my YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube works, Facebook works, Twitch works. Very good. And yeah, I'm not doing the kick thing because Facebook works again. So my bandwidth is as stretched as it is, I suppose. And today also we have some very exciting news because somebody got a pretty new and expensive iPad. And I'm very curious to hear about some impressions about literally the fastest chip on in Apple's products and tandem OLED. What is even happening?
True.
Okay, and somebody's calling me and I have to get back. I hope this is not important. Oh. Okay.
How?
Maybe it is. Okay. I will just make sure. Oops. Sorry.
All right. Let's do that. We're gonna give people some time to arrive.
Sorry for that. Yes, it was indeed important. Somebody wants to buy stuff and
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Anyway. Selling my shit as always. Anyhow. Yes. So, but before all of the exciting things, or maybe let's talk about, because somebody has been very public about their job career prospects on here, and I know that somebody went to a job interview.
I did, yes.
Is there some good news or is there some bad news?
Oh yeah, the news are wonderful.
Really?
They rescheduled my interview at the moment that I got to the place where the interview was supposed to happen.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it seems that the owner completely forgot about it because they had to call him, and then what the girls told me is that he'll call me himself and reschedule it,
but that might be not a bad thing because that gives the person who is feels a little bit guilty, and then it's
I suppose
it's in your favor,
perhaps.
maybe.
I don't know. I mean, it's already my second strike, I guess, against this place.
Oh,
because last time I applied a year ago, I applied there to work as a regular chef, just pasta and salad and stuff. And they scheduled. I got to interview, and they scheduled a trial day, and then they called me and told me that they found someone, so I don't have to come for trial day. And I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine. And then now this thing with the interview. So I think third strike, and I think I will lose interest. Which sucks because it's one of the very few places in town where I would like to work. And so right now I applied for a pizza chef position.
Which place is it?
Dolce Vita, yeah. I haven't
I see.
said. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's one of the like nicer places, and it's definitely the best like restaurant for pizza and stuff in town.
Yeah.
So I do actually want to work there, so it's very unfortunate that like it seems to like the universe seems to be telling me that like it's not happening. And yeah, I don't know.
Or do you
Or maybe it's gonna,
it's
yeah,
it's
I don't know.
testing you. How much do you
hmm
really want it or something? I don't
I mean, I have enough patience for one more strike. Feel like if something else
know.
happens,
Okay.
then this will be the last time I apply to them
Yeah. I mean,
because
if
yeah, I
they're
mean,
like apologetic and like if they're nice and if they're like, okay, here's what we can do for you, in terms of like, I don't know, maybe
well,
apologize,
none
making
of
it
that
up.
happened yet.
Yeah, I
So
know,
we'll see.
but at the interview that you're supposedly going.
Right. No, hopefully, but I also kind of at this point have a feeling that perhaps he'll just forget all about it and never get back to
Ah,
me.
yeah,
You never know these people, and I feel like if that
yeah.
happens, then this will be it. Will not be applying for them
Mm,
anymore. Which sucks because I feel like I'm a easy, like just no-brainer pick for this position,
yeah.
and yeah,
Okay.
that's about it. So that was that. That wasted my like 40 minutes of my life today. Um,
Oh, what?
but on the bright side, you gotta look for silver lining. Oh yeah, because it's about 15, 17-minute walk from my home. So it
Okay.
took me about 20, 40 minutes to like go there and back.
Mm.
Um, so that was that. But on the bright side, I got to learn that tomorrow there is a big concert in Tartu Center. So I think that we're gonna go there maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Who's performing?
I don't know, like a bunch of Eurovision artists.
Oh, okay.
Will be like celebrating 30-year anniversary of the first time Estonia participated in Eurovision.
Ooh, Maarja Lisilus.
Um,
I think I saw some ad actually,
ah,
and yeah, okay. I don't know. That's kind of a inside joke in terms of like Maarja Lisilus. Young looks exactly like one of my friends. One of my photographer friends, Alina Birjuk, which I sent her video on the Facebook wall, and I based on the reactions that people got, like, oh my god, you never told me that you were actually this other person in this other life, and like so many people were like, what, mind blown, like looks exactly like in the YouTube video that Maarja Lisilus is performing, and her Eurovision song. Okay, the song that I'm talking about, if you know me and if you know Alina, then let's kill the audio for a quick second. Oh, what? Oh, whoa. Ah, yeah. This is the song. This is the video. This is like, oh my! If you know the person I'm talking about, this is like what? Like what? She's literally in this video. Like she's literally a completely other person. What? Like what? Anyway, I don't know. She's probably like 17, 18 in this video. Maarja Lisilus.
yeah. Looks very young.
Anyway. Okay, now I guess I have to side by side
The two people.
Yeah, just
Okay.
for Alina Birjuk.
While you're doing that, it's interesting that your mind about the interview postponing.
Okay.
Your mind immediately went like, oh, maybe it's a good thing. I guess I'm so jaded by going to interviews that like it didn't even cross my mind that maybe be the case. And I'm like, okay.
Anyway, yeah, it's an old video. It's not like super sharp and anything, but anyway, whatever. So, yeah, I guess round 3 for Dolce Vita, I guess then.
I mean, I suppose. Again, if he doesn't contact me, then that's it. Because I feel like, as much as I would want to go work there, I feel like it's just not worth the hassle, you know. They're offering like an sure, yeah, offering. They're not offering anything, but you know, their range that they posted is like a little bit higher than I'm getting right now,
Okay.
which would be
Okay.
nice, but again, not worth all the wasted time. And I
Yeah.
have like a notoriously low tolerance for unprofessionalism, so like if it happens again, then this will be the last time that I ever contact them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that was that. That was my day.
All right. Yeah. From my side, I don't know. Whatever is my life anyway, because Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Anyway, let's talk about some tech news because let's talk about something more exciting, I guess.
Are they exciting?
I literally woke up at 8, by the way, today. Ooh. Because I was
What?
yeah. Oh my God, I'm sleep deprived. Whatever. Anyway, let's do it. So, the biggest news of the week is OpenAI basically married Her, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Joaquin Phoenix, if you have seen the movie, blah, blah, blah. It's a virtual assistant that basically he falls in love with her, and which is an AI or AGI, artificial intelligence. I mean, AGI, artificial general intelligence. So very fast, very advanced AI, basically. So, and Sam Altman also tweeted her. So that's why it's and this high error rate. Yeah, that's very pretty funny. Anyway, so what did they announce? ChatGPT-4o is the new product. So, and the O stands for Omni. Very ominous. So let the Terminator meme begin, I guess. Anyway, so text, audio, images, videos, it's all fair game, I guess. And that, okay, so the biggest what the fuck inputs as little as 232 milliseconds it will respond. So the average is 320 milliseconds. So that means basically, yeah, just like humans. It's very close to what humans do, basically. And that's achieved because ChatGPT-4o doesn't translate the voice input into text at all. It processes the input right away. When humans speak to it, basically. So, and the end result is basically something like this.
Hey, Chad, are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Hey, let's have some fun. I'd like you to be super sarcastic. Everything you say from now on is just gonna be dripping in sarcasm. How does that sound?
Oh. That sounds just amazing. Being sarcastic all the time isn't exhausting or anything. I'm so excited for this. Nope, the sarcasm.
I'll have to
Let's get this party started.
I don't want to turn on this volume on the stream.
Yeah.
I'll look at it after.
Yeah, I meant to. I'm working on. I'm still planning to have like the stream audio directly to you also, but I just haven't had the time to learn the voice meter.
But I mean, I kind of understand what is happening there.
Yeah. So basically, it's immediately. The ChatGPT is responding immediately, basically, as fast as a human responds. So that's where the her references come from, because that was also like very natural, and you instantly forget that this. Well, I mean, you forget in the movie, I mean, that this is not real. This is not a real person. He's talking to a computer. That's right. But yeah, they have a whole relationship in that movie and blah blah blah. Anyway, so the voice mode is available in few weeks, and only to ChatGPT Plus customers, which is $20 per month. If you,
Oof.
I mean, they gotta make money somehow, I guess, or something.
Gotta milk it, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so this is also coming to free users, as I understand, but that's later in the year, basically. But if you want to have the latest and greatest in the coming weeks, they said on the website. So then, yeah, ChatGPT Plus, you gotta pay up, I guess. And yeah, honestly, that's the biggest news. But they announced a little bit more. But hey, that's the most impressive thing. That the whole internet just went like, what? Exciting. So basically, also what I just played was sarcasm. So the AI can also like make it super sarcastic, and the video just played, like the ChatGPT-4o was very super sarcastic. You can play it like, hey, you can have all sorts of stuff basically with this thing. So my other favorite example of this is
how's it going?
Hey Rocky, I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm awesome. Listen, I got some huge news.
Oh, do tell. I'm all ears.
Well, in a few minutes, I'm going to be interviewing at OpenAI. Have you heard of them?
Oh, sorry. This is not the one that I wanted to show. Oh my, they have the same characters. Well, characters. Yeah, who knows? They might be characters. I don't know if they're real humans.
And the ChatGPT responses are just person on a call replying to the person speaking. So it's Cam.
Yeah. So okay, let's do this one. Real-time translations.
Hey, ChatGPT, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
I'm doing great. So I would like you to function as a translator. I have a friend here who only speaks Italian, and I only speak English. And every time you hear English, I want you to translate it to Italian. And if you hear Italian, I want you to translate it back to English. Is that good?
Perfetto.
Mark, io mi chiedo, se le balene potessero parlare, cosa ci direbbero?
Mike, she wonders if whales could talk, what would they tell us?
They might ask, how do we solve linear equations?
Potrebbero chiederci come risolviamo le equazioni lineari.
Sicuramente, sì.
Okay, so also, by the way, this is Mira Mirati, which is one of the executives at OpenAI. I don't know. Sam Altman was too afraid to show up in person on this event for some reason. I guess people are kind of sick of him, or I don't know.
I think he was just playing golf or something.
Could be, yeah. I don't know.
That's what rich people are playing, or racing yachts or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Instead, they.
Or maybe he was playing video games.
Yeah. Or yeah. He was playing the on the Delta app on the iPhone. He was playing some retro games.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, fun fact: Mira Mirati. I found out, Googled a little bit about her. 35 years old, from Albania. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, and apparently can speak Italian also, based on this video. So anyway,
yeah, a lot of Albanians can speak Italian.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
it's like right there.
Probably makes sense. I just know that Slovakians, basically most of the Slovakians know German, because so many Germans are just going on a ski trip, or like it's the whole country is like one tourist vacation place just for Germans, basically.
Yeah, I guess this is the reason why when Finns come to Estonia, they expect everyone to speak Finnish.
Yeah. So
I get that a lot.
Yeah. So even like signs in Slovakia are like in German, like the street signs, like what? Anyway, yeah, but yeah, for a while there, Estonia. Well, yeah, we have like menus in Finnish also, so yeah, kind of makes sense.
So, on that topic, it's very interesting to me that restaurants do that, or like restaurants and like services in general. Oh, spoiling the pencil.
It was just a tip.
Okay, just a little bit. The tip is identical to the previous one, so there is no spoiler there. Because like I feel like if you're putting menus in a certain language to, I mean, of course you want to facilitate customers and buyers experience, right? But I feel like you're also creating this weird expectation that you are also providing service in the same language. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, for example,
for a time also that if you want to get a job in Pärnu, in a restaurant, Finnish language was a really big plus. And yeah.
Which is fine, but you know, when you have menus that are in Finnish, for example, and you don't have staff who speak Finnish, then it's like, you know, you're still having your customers order in English then, which is also fine, you know. I just feel like it's discrepancy. Like, for example, we also have menus in Russian and in Finnish, and nobody in restaurants speaks either, except for me. Well, not Finnish, but, you know, Russian. So it's kind of weird. And, like, I mean... then they have me do extra work when some Russians come to eat, because I have to then serve them in Russian, even though it's not really part of my responsibilities. So...
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah. I've definitely noticed the same thing in Pärnu about like, oh, he's the one who speaks Finnish, like come here, blah blah. Anyway, so yeah, basically the whole internet was pretty much a buzz when OpenAI just released this 3 days ago, but also this was one huge news about OpenAI. So the co-founder of OpenAI, Ilya Sutskever, who co-founded the company, just left, who was pretty much responsible for making OpenAI like safe for humans technically. He was the lead scientist, and as I understand, his responsibilities were like create a AI that's what's the word? Not responsible, but like
ethical.
Ethical, yes. Thank you. So, he left. After almost a decade, I have made this decision to leave OpenAI. This was 2 days ago. Yeah, and now under blah blah blah. So, and blah blah blah. I'm excited what comes next. A project that is very personal, meaningful to me, and I will reveal the details in time, whatever. Which is kind of not like a non-statement, whatever. I'm not saying anything why I'm leaving suddenly right now, when it seems like
they never do.
Yeah. So
if there were probably be a documentary or something if some dirt happened or something sketchy.
Yeah. It was their job to make sure humans are safe from OpenAI's super intelligence. They just quit. This is the one of the.
I mean, it's a very on brand, right? Like what? Half a year ago, Microsoft disbanded their ethics department. You know.
What the hell is going on? So the other one, Jan Leike, which is also a pretty high up executive, as I understand, I resigned on Twitter just hours after Ilya just left, also the co-founder. So yeah, what the hell is going on? And a bunch of other people also that were not like executives, but a lot of people. And of course, journalists went asking them, like, why the hell are you leaving from this like company that seems to do like incredibly well right now? And one person apparently said, like, I don't really like where they're heading right now. And didn't elaborate further. But
Yeah, it seems crazy because in tech world it seems like no one has any principles left anymore. But I guess sometimes you do have people who are like have some certain, internal moral compass and who maybe don't necessarily, you know, agree with what's happening. Makes me wonder what is happening. I mean, when you were talking about this new feature and like voice recognition and stuff, I was gonna make a comment of, well, it sounds amazing, but I'm sure we'll find, well, proverbially, we as humans will find cool ways to destroy it and make it shitty. Who knows? Maybe OpenAI are working on something like that.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So we'll see, but very, very, very weird, especially right now when they like literally are this massive announcement of like her. And everybody is like anticipating that they will like at the end of the year they will like maybe AGI, whatever, artificial general intelligence, that all the people are waiting for, whatever that means, and super intelligent AI, whatever, whatever you want to call it, basically. Yeah, so all right. Anyway, yeah, but that wasn't the only AI news this week, because Google had their own conference. Google I/O happened also a few days ago, and of course it was all about AI, basically. So Gemini Pro 1.5 was one of the biggest highlights. So the big wow moment that Google wanted to have the everybody like, oh my god. So Gemini 1.5 Pro has a 2 million context window. So for reference, ChatGPT-4 Turbo, the biggest ChatGPT one, has 128K. So so you can see the graph. Like, this is Google and this is ChatGPT right now, basically. But spoiler alert, that's pretty much the only thing that Google has going for it. You can like input like massive amounts of like hundreds and hundreds of 1.4 million words into like one thing, and you can process that basically. Cool. Which is like, yes, very impressive and very cool, but also it doesn't get all the things right. So yeah, it is what it is. So, but Gemini is coming also to Google, like the Google search that you and me and everybody uses, basically. So that means good old grandma is getting like AI up the butt, basically, every day. That's for US right now. That's not like, so AI overview. So if you search something on the Google, as the kids now are calling, I guess, the first thing, AI overview, you don't get even the search results. So you will get like a pretty big like AI, just AI, and whether you like it or not, I guess, because again, we have to keep reminding ourselves that AI doesn't get everything right. And I will give you an example right away, pretty much. But first, also, if you're like a super boomer or something, I don't know, is that a term? No. Google also announced
super boomer.
Yeah, like
a term.
Yeah, like a, I don't know. I would classify myself maybe as a super boomer, because researching even this like Google I/O conference, because there's, spoiler alert, I guess, there's Gemini Ultra, there's Gemini Pro, there's Gemini Flash, there's Gemini Nano. So there's like a bunch of them, not like just one. So I was like even a little bit overwhelmed. Like, what the hell are you even doing? And they're like, okay, I'm getting to it. Okay, getting back to the Google new web tab, strictly for boomers. So if you want to search, just Google without any AI. You click this more button, you click web, it's a Google search without anything. If you're feeling extra boomery, so that's one feature. Okay, so getting back to the Gemini Ultra, Pro, Flash, and Nano. First of all, okay, I will start with the things that I did understand. Because Google, what the hell are you doing again? People don't understand even like Gemini, because you just literally rebranded Bard to be Gemini. Like, people are still like, where's Bard and stuff? Like, what?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Bard.
Yeah, that's a whole thing that happened. So, but now we have like 4 Geminis. Also, to be clear, it's maybe not that bad. Okay, so Gemini Ultra is the most capable, ultra capable, whatever. The Ultra chip.
It's in the name.
Yeah, it's the Ultra, I guess. Even though I don't think Ultra got an update necessarily. Okay, not completely sure, but because Ultra is 1.0 and the Pro is the big one that they're talking about. That we're talking about this I/O. Because this is 1.5. This is a little bit newer, as I understand. So, but at the same time, you have this Gemini Pro tab. You have tried Gemini Advanced. What the hell is that Gemini Advanced?
I was gonna say, look there. There's also another new nonsensical word, Gemini Advanced.
They didn't, as far as I can tell, they didn't mention anything about Gemini Advanced. If you click on this button, it will just, okay, is this a thing? Gemini Advanced? Is this what? So this doesn't show up in the tabs here, up here. Is it a thing? Is it not a thing? Why is it under Gemini Pro?
Yeah. So it's like a subscription service, but what do you get for it? Do you get the Ultra, Pro, Flash, or Nano?
Yeah.
Which one of the Geminis?
I don't know. Yeah. So you get Gemini Advanced, I guess, for 20 euros per month.
20 euros per month. 22.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
ChatGPT 20 also. ChatGPT, I was curious. Is it for how much is it in Europe? Because I was $20 per month in US, but when I clicked through, it showed 24. So 24 euros in Estonia, I suppose.
So, bad.
So if you want to save 2 euros, you can get 22 euros with Gemini Advanced or Pro, or who knows, basically. Again, Gemini Advanced, and then they immediately mention 1.5 Pro. Google, sort this out. What the hell are you doing? People are confused as fuck anyway. What? God. Anyway, so Pro is the...
But what about the other two?
So, yes. Flash is basically Pro, but cut in half. So, Pro has... Yes, I know. So, Pro has... where is it? Oh, of course, it doesn't mention under the thing, I guess. Where is the... Oh, okay. I know. Oh my god. Where is it? Okay. Oh, maybe here. Okay. I can, I think this graph, right? Where are the numbers? God damn it. Anyway. Why isn't 1 million tokens, but all the other numbers, I was
they have their compare models. Oh no, that's not compare, that's just Gemini models.
Okay, contact Google, Gemini, tokens, video, launches Gemini. Oh my god. Yeah, I lost the tab. I'm sorry for that. So it was... I don't want to get the numbers wrong. But
You get twice the AIs with Pro.
yeah, well, basically
2 times more of AIs.
Oh my god. Okay, is it? I think it's in this video. All right. God damn it. Anyway, so it was like basically 11 hours of video you can input into the Pro, and with the Flash, which is half, you can put like 6 hours of video. And oh my god, here it is. Yes. So, okay, Flash was 11 hours. Okay, sorry. And the Pro was double that. So why doesn't the Pro... That's why I was confused, because the Pro thing doesn't mention the numbers under the thing. Why? But the Flash one does. That's why I was so confused. Oh my god. So Flash is 11 hours of audio, 30,000 lines of code, and 700,000 words you can input. And Pro is basically double every single thing. So 22 hours of audio, 60,000 lines of code, and 1.4 million words you can input into the Gemini Pro 1.5 now. And if you're wondering, what the hell can you do with it? Well, I have some examples for you. Oh, not this one. Oh, I clicked around and found out, I guess. Where's the oh my where is the thing that I wanted to show? Now I clicked around so much that I lost my window. Oh, yes, here it is. Sorry. Okay, so they inputted a 402-page Apollo transcript from the moon landing. Oh, not full screen, please. And they asked... Oh, let's make this YouTube video. Yes.
List quotes from this transcript.
Blah, blah, blah. They asked, find 3 comedic moments from the Apollo mission, basically. And yeah, it took 30 seconds. So this is the most advanced, like Gemini Pro 1.5, which is the bigger one, and you can, do all the things, but it will just do them slower. So yeah, again, the Flash, the little half as much powerful one, that will do way faster stuff because the capabilities are way lower. But the Pro one can do 402 pages. It's just ask for comedic moments. Yeah, here are the 3 comedic moments and it's 30 seconds. And the other demo that was even more impressive to me was this one. Just 44 minutes, a movie. You just input the movie into the Gemini 1.5 Pro and find the moment when a piece of paper is removed from the person's pocket and tell me some key information on it with the time code. Takes about also 57 seconds. And yeah, there it is. At 12.01, a piece of paper is removed from the person's pocket. It is a pawn ticket from the blah, 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 dated, blah, 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 for watch and chain pawned. The ticket is signed by Will Smith. Will Smith? Really? Okay, that's kind of weird. Anyway, so just analyzed the 44-minute movie and found this key piece of information, and yeah, pretty impressive to my mind, at least. Again, this is not necessarily new. This was announced in February, and we have talked about this very exact thing already in February when they announced it. But now they're like, yeah, it's coming, I guess, to everybody. If you want to pay up the 22 euros per month. So, yes.
Students will love this.
Yeah, especially all the names. Ultra, Pro, Flash, and Nano. So Nano, the last one, is not Cloud. So the Pro and the Flash, the Pro is the big one. The Flash is the fast one, but small. And the Nano one is on device, doesn't use a cloud. And it's just a phone, a tablet, and or a whatever laptop you have. It's images, speech, and text, but on device. And so developers can use this to bake into their own apps and stuff. So this is for the anyway, so that's what they announced. And if you're wondering, also one other thing, they announced the Sora competitor. So OpenAI Sora is the video generation feature that is coming also at some point in the future. Not yet, blah, blah, blah. Google VO, or as we call it in Estonian, Veo, because that's a name that is very familiar to a lot of people, because Jesus Christ, how do you Veo? I don't know. From the looks of it, it's very impressive. You can see the examples on the screen right now. So you just put in some text prompts and it will put out some videos like this, which is pretty good, I would say. Yeah. As far as I can tell, it's people, we just pretty pre-baked videos kinda, and they don't really go into detail what and how. And OpenAI is a little bit more open in terms of here's what it can do, here's what it can't do yet, and here's some weird examples. But Google is just, we did it. These are the good examples. We don't talk about anything more. We don't let people play with it. Nothing yet, I guess. But yeah, this is also coming, I guess, because of course they have to answer to OpenAI's things. Yes, and so the demo fail, as with always, every conference has to have their own gate, the fail or whatever. Yeah. So Google's Gemini video search makes a factual error in demo. So the video, the person in the video says, "Why is the lever not moving all the way on this film camera?"
Is the lever not moving all the way?
So why is the lever not moving all the way? And I'm turned down and here's the answer, supposedly, and here it is. Open the back door and gently remove the film if the camera is jammed. If you open up the door on a film camera, your film is completely ruined because it will expose to light, and your film will be done. If you I have done this actually when I was I don't know, 7 years old, and my dad had a film camera, and I just opened up the door and poof, all the pictures are gone now, and my dad was pretty mad because you have to open the film in a dark room to develop them if you have a film camera. Anyway, it's a whole thing. So not great, but hey, you can't win every time, I guess. Oh, yes. Okay, so also some other weird stuff that people are like, okay, why did you announce this? So Project Astra, they just announced a project that is not coming as far everybody can tell, because they didn't say this is coming. They just said like, look, what if this exists, basically. And they show like that's, yeah, like a what multimodal Goolge Gemini that can see with the phone's camera and that can talk like the OpenAI's her, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So
what is that part of the speaker called?
Yes.
That is the tweeter. It produces high-frequency sounds.
Yes. Watching this video for a quick second.
Give me a creative alliteration about these.
Seems to use AESC.
Oh, okay, this one maybe is the most impressive.
This code defines encryption.
Yeah. The question is, shows us...
What does that part of the code do?
What does that part of the code do? And
this code defines encryption and decryption functions. It seems to use AE.
Yeah, so... Yeah, but again, they just showed like, hey, here's a project that it's not coming, but hey, we created a demo. So, but again, this is Google, and Google has been caught with many times that, by the way, this demo was kind of fake, so take this with a huge grain of salt, I would say, because, yeah, Google has been caught with many errors and in the past. And also, hello, Hola Gorilla. Or
hello.
Yes, as my AKA Predic. So, and if you're wondering how this all stacks up, ChatGPT-4o versus Gemini 1.5 Pro, it's not even close. So basically, they asked a bunch of questions and tasks, and yeah, long story short, basically, ChatGPT is still on top. Do not publicize my identity. Hey, you have actually participated in this chat with your own real name, by the way, Olan Gorilla. So you are very known. Anyway, yeah, here's a bunch of examples, like calculating drying time of like towels, ChatGPT 1. Magic elevator test. Yeah, they both answered correctly, but overall, basically, ChatGPT is the better AI model.
It has
for now.
It has more AIs than the other AI.
Even though the context,
yeah.
So the context window is massive on the Google side. But the better answers, the correct answers, ChatGPT gives better and correct answers. Not all the time, we have to emphasize. AIs will hallucinate all of the time, but most times ChatGPT is correct. But how do they know it's the same anyway? What do you guys think of AI in education and tutors? Yes. Because he works in the education field, so that's why. So I don't know, what do you think about AI in education and tutors?
Me?
Any thoughts?
I mean, I already talked about it extensively, I think.
Yeah,
I think that's like one of the areas that I think it has the most potential, or at least like the most potential that would be useful for like normal people, other than like summarizing War and Peace for the comedic moments and whatever the fuck. You know, I feel like I didn't talk about it this stream.
I wanted to clarify also that not this stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to have something like that, because, you know, tutoring done with like I mean, of course, you want to pay people, tutors, all of that, important. But also it's quite, prohibitively expensive a lot of the time, and it's inconvenient logistically and stuff. So if you could have like a competent AI-powered tutor that could, I don't know, teach you how to play a musical instrument or something like that, then I mean, I would use it.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I have been thinking about learning piano, but like I cannot justify, going out and like looking for a teacher and squeezing the practice days for while working full time and going to interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, same. I would love to have for my daughters. Yeah, piano is the same instrument that I'm planning to introduce to my daughters also.
Again, seems to be like, I mean, if Olan Gorilla is developing instruments like that, that's wonderful. But so far, it seems to me that nobody's actually taking this direction with AI.
Yeah. But
it seems like
fun fact. You mentioned musical teaching. So there was a demo also on ChatGPT in the videos where ChatGPT also sang.
Okay, sing faster.
San Francisco with the month of May in the month.
I mean, again, theoretically, I like that idea.
Yeah. Same.
Practically, I mean, nobody has done something like that yet, so can't really. But if there is some like AI powered apps that are like meant to teach you instruments and stuff, then I mean, I guess at that point I may as well just try, right? So I'm down because there are a lot of music learning apps already, but I feel like they are mostly useful as like a assistant for whatever classes that you are taking with like actual instructors, and I just can't be bothered going to classes.
Yeah. Okay. One thing that I also one of the more deep dives that I watched actually last week, doesn't matter. Jim Keller, which is which is one of the biggest names in terms of like chip design, kind of. Okay, I will give you some examples here, but this interview, basically, Jim Keller with Linus, they did like a 1 hour interview on the WAN show, this one. So Jim Keller is an absolute legend in terms of like, so he was the one who developed Apple A4, the chip, the first the first Apple custom chip for the iPhone, which was in the iPhone 4, Apple A4. He was the one who did Ryzen, which AMD Ryzen. He did also Tesla Autopilot. He did also a bunch of stuff, basically. Intel he did. So he's like insanely like an insane person. Just has done everything. Yeah, Tesla Hardware 3.0, Apple A4, AMD Zen, AMD K. It's yeah, and he's now working on a next. Also, again with AI now, he's building his own company for the first time, basically, and of course, AI is in front and center, basically.
Right,
but
of course.
But so the interview that he's talking about in this on the WAN show, he talks about. So of course they ask basically, okay, so where is this whole thing going? Where is AI going? And he gave like to me absolutely mind-blowing answer because of right now AI is treated as just an accelerator of current PCs. So the PC is just a power computer basically, and the AI is just making it faster basically as a accelerant. So just does stuff adjacent to it. But the flip is pretty soon coming, where there are AI computers that are linked to these Mac Minis or personal computers, basically, that are just using the general PC as just a muscle, and the AI computer will do all the computing. So basically, the example that he gave is, if you want to go back and have any kind of program, any game, any video, any song, any musical piece, whatever, the AI computer will just issue a command to the powerful computer to generate all of that. Generate a complete movie, generate a complete YouTube video, complete musical piece. So, and the AI computer will be the brain at some point, basically. And this, he talks about how fast this will come, and he gives, I think, about a 10-year time frame where general PCs will be just a muscle for the AI PC, basically. And that was so fascinating to hear that yeah. And he gave also one example of like, yeah, they asked about like all the movie studios that are trying to keep out all the AI stuff, basically, from movies, and trying to negotiate all the writers' strike and stuff that was happening for, I don't know, 9 months or something like that. That the huge writers thing, that no shows or movies or what the hell happened, those just weren't made, basically. And he was basically, yeah, that's gonna be a hard fail, basically, and he gave the example of like, he read about in the history books of like Austria had the same thing at the start of the 20th century, where Austria wanted to keep all the human jobs, and didn't allow knitting and weaving machines that produce clothes. And UK didn't have this restriction, and UK won over Austria, basically, just because of this ban. And so Austria could be like also as powerful as UK right now, basically, but Austria had this ban and basically lost to the textile revolution with knitting machines and weaving machines. But yeah, so anyway, so he's in the mind of like, yeah, AI is keeping AI out of everything is just a hard fail, basically. And
So what's then humans will do then, in his opinion?
Yeah, he didn't really talk about it necessarily.
Because
that's a massive question, and he's kind of the sort of the person who is not really exactly answering the question directly. If you watch any of his interviews, his answers are very extensive and very like, but they didn't ask basically this question, so he didn't like talk. But yeah, he was very interesting to listen to, at the very least, and he knows a lot of stuff. But yeah, and he made a very complete bold take that I don't really agree with. Also, he said also that in 10 years we're never gonna watch a movie, basically, ever again. In 10 years, I call complete bullshit on that. So because he mentioned that every movie in 10 years will be generated. You will just tell the computer, like, make me this kind of a movie. You know what I like, you know my taste, like, make this kind of a movie, or just generate a movie based on all these movies that I have really liked or something, and that's about it basically. Yeah. And also with video games, the same thing. He basically said also with, you just fed the AI computer like, here's a bunch of Super Mario video games from the YouTube and whatever. Make me a game like this. Basically, and that's the way he sees also gaming, which I also don't agree. Like, come on, people want to have the original thing. I don't know. I see a lot of this on the internet that people just want to have the real 80s Super Mario to play the original, not some AI generated. It could be very close in like 10 years, probably. It's like you cannot even tell, but at the same time, I'm kind of also like, but this opens up a lot of new ways to play a lot of new games also at the same time for very, very cheap. Like, just generate a video game that I like based on these video games that I absolutely adore or something, whatever. I don't know. Anyway.
That's it's like chillingly dystopian view of future that he has. Because
absolutely.
Okay, let's get philosophical for a second. He was talking about Austria and the UK and knitting and stuff, you know. And I think we can all kind of generally agree that displacing menial tasks onto machinery, right, of whatever kind, printing, knitting, cleaning, is generally a good thing, right? Because it facilitates people's work, you know. Usually you still need people to operate these machines anyway. If you have like one of those fancy cleaning trucks that you use in supermarkets and stuff, for now at least you need someone to operate it, but you know, we'll see what happens later.
Yeah, I mean, somebody needs to maintain them also if they break down and
right.
all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
But then if we like extrapolate from them, every work of any kind basically is comprised of small menial tasks, you know. Editing a Hollywood production is a menial task, you know. It's like a bunch of like trial and error and iteration and stuff.
One AI
shooting a scene in like 50 takes or something. I don't know how much it takes, but you know, multiple takes is a menial task for the light crew, the actors, the director, whoever else is on set, you know. So everything from like the simplest tasks that, you know, we do, like the manual laborers jobs and stuff, to like the highest levels of, you know, the highest paid jobs. Even like programming fucking AIs is like filled with a bunch of menial tasks, right? Because you do one menial task at a time, and then maybe you arrive at something cool. Or not you specifically, but like the group of people you're working with all arrive at something great, right? So if we can replace all of these tasks, from knitting to coding, sophisticated AGIs with other AGIs, then what are we left to do? What are humans left to do?
He didn't mention it, but as I mentioned it before also, but the only answer that I have seen on the internet that I kinda sorta maybe see, but again, this has also a huge swath of problems, is basically like just a citizen salary, just a basic salary that everyone gets without base salary. And if you do something extra, you will get the extra, but a base salary for every single person in this again, huge problems with that. And who knows, as the society is, and again, this will contribute to even more to being lazy technically.
No, I love
maybe.
the idea of
And
universal income, and I
Yeah.
think this is the closest that we as humans will ever get to having a socialist economy, because then you are not beholden to the idea of money, right?
Yeah.
Because then you'll be able to have a certain amount of income that will provide you with your necessities,
Yeah.
and you can pursue whatever interests and passions you have, and you may or may not make extra money through those things, and I think that's wonderful. But I'm talking
Yeah.
about a more conceptual, like existential level, you know? If we're going to be surrounded by these highly sophisticated systems that are better at everything, just by default, than you could ever possibly be at anything.
Well,
you know?
yeah. But have you seen the Matrix? We're gonna just be batteries for the machines.
I guess so, yeah.
They're gonna harvest our battery juice.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, who knows, honestly. But again, humans are pretty smart. I haven't lost like a complete faith of humanity. So we will, yes, AI or AGI. It's pretty scary, and it will. Yes, the humanity has gone through a lot of like industrial revolution. All the machining machines are building machines and stuff, and weaving machines and all kinds of computers that are now like also have replaced jobs. And the internet has replaced jobs. But yes, AI is absolutely a new kind of like tier of this new revolution, and it will probably replace the most jobs in the human history ever. But again, hey, we won't be probably alive at this point, so we necessarily.
You think? I mean, considering how fast it's going, I feel like we may be very privileged to be like on front and center, in the like front seat of seeing like civilization just collapsing on itself.
Yeah. Could be.
Which is fun in its own way, you know? I mean, I don't hate the idea of humans going extinct and like rebooting the entire planet in like a few million years. But I don't know. It just seems, it's just so funny to me because this like groundbreaking, and you know, I guess you could have said the same thing about every technological development that happens previously, you know? And again, you can also mention how much damage a technological advancement costs.
Yep.
On every level. But let's just agree that, you know, we in general technological advancements are good, right? Because they improve lives more than they ruin it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like
robots are cleaning my house. Robots are mowing my lawn.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
I get to spend more time with my daughters.
Yeah. So all of those things are good, but like this specific twist of tech that we are presented with right now, is just, I don't know. Its potential is like destructive to the fundamental like essence of human being. You know.
Yeah.
More because you know what's the point of pursuing anything ever? If there's no point, you know, there's no point.
Oh my God, this is getting out of hand already. All right. But yes, absolutely, I agree. In terms of, I'm glad and kind of terrified at the same time that you had exactly the same feeling about this interview that I described this to you also, because this was also like, oh my God, this sounds exactly right in like probably 10 years or maybe 15
and also
years.
On top of that, on top of people not having to do anything anymore, because we'll spend our days you know, looking at AI generated content and reading AI generated stuff. But like, can you imagine also you'll be completely submerged in your entire like, what will people talk about, you know, if you'll be fed like custom tailored content based on your interests. That will be unique to you.
That nobody
no
else has seen. You cannot even talk about it because you haven't seen what I have seen.
So it's like an information bubble blown out to like the size of like the entire world, you know. Because you don't have to interface with other people, opinions and ideas and content. You know, you cannot criticize art, because there is no more art, because it's all like unique and custom made, you know.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
well,
know.
let's not get into it. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to talk about all the dystopian implications of AI in the future episodes.
Yeah. When we both have our Apple Vision Pro number 3, and we're gonna meet in virtual metaverse in reality, and we're gonna review the Cybertruck 4 or something. I don't know, in person, in a video, on a live stream, something. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so yes, so coming back from the dystopia a little bit, I guess, or okay, yeah, Olen Gorilla. Money is just made out of thing that allows people to do anything, but what will people do then? Will people develop further mentally? Yeah, that's actually, this was also a topic in this interview, but anyway.
I mean, how could we develop more mentally if, like...
Yeah, that's...
you need to have certain level of, like friction and, like, you know, challenge to mentally develop as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Or as a people, like, more generally.
Okay, so...
But again, if...
sorry. Yeah, one topic that he talked about, Jim Keller talked about in this interview also, was all... that science we're gonna, so the line was, we're gonna use AI to rethink a lot of science, because the current problem with humans right now is we have these theories and we get stuck in our own theories, and there is no human on this planet who can encompassate all of the theories that all of the people had in globally, basically. So we're gonna use AI to have all the theories and develop. So because all the theories and all the scientists that are, making science, I guess, or like developing science. To find answers, we get the problem with people is that we get stuck in our theories. So if it discovers something new and it doesn't fit in our theory, whatever we have, then we don't like. Then we want to reject it, and we don't want to like. We don't understand it, basically. Yes, but
totally.
But AI can look at many times the theories that all the other people have, and like, yeah, this can fit into here and here and here. So basically his point was, we're gonna use AI to rethink our science that we have basically currently, and which is also a whole nother set of dystopia, basically, for me also, which was also like, so yeah.
I mean, it kind of is, yes, because if AI will be able to synthesize like experiments and just create new science, that's all wonderful, right? And if we do get to the point where a computer can like decipher the entire like complexity of the universe, potentially, then like at that point, what is the actual point? What are we doing? Like, it's fine. It's the end game. We've done it. We won the cultural and technological victory in civilization. What's there left to do? I guess we can just all go back to watching our AI-generated movies and TV shows.
And video games.
And video games.
And music. And yeah. So again, I had the same feeling. Super dystopia.
I mean,
I don't like this, what they are talking about, but it at the same time was like, what? Mind blown.
Hypothetically speaking, at this point we'll get to the full sci-fi level, so AI will facilitate space travel. right? And we'll be able to build spaceships, which we couldn't possibly build based on our human knowledge of human brains.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Hopefully, at that point, we'll discover other sentient creatures, and at that point, probably humans will just start colonizing space anyway. So we'll have something to do other than just like you know, completely like collapsing onto ourselves, mentally and spiritually.
The AI is just, hey, people, you're kind of fucked on this planet, so you might as well colonize a new planet. What do you say, or something? Yeah. And oh, you silly humans, you haven't even figured out wormholes and black holes and white holes and gray holes and whatever. So just go do your homework on those holes, and then we'll talk. Anyway, all right, coming back to technology and less dystopia, I guess. Jim Keller, insane. Anyway, Google also announced, actually this ties into another Apple announcement this week. Google will let you control a mouse cursor with your head. So basically, and facial expressions also. So you can, speaking of, oh man. So this is more in the, for disabled people, because
using the head movement and facial expressions. Google is working
but at the same time,
a social enterprise
very cool for those people who cannot just simply use the hands or whatever.
Can be a genuine partner
But at the same time, also, this is just a phone watching you all the time, basically. Everything you do, camera always on if you enable this, and if you forget to disable it, for example, which is kind of kind of terrifying maybe, but at the same time, yeah. And Apple basically did the same thing 2 days ago. Apple announced its accessibility feature, including eye tracking, music haptics, and vocal shortcuts. So yeah, you can so basically, the camera is watching you, and you just select things with your eyes now.
That's kind of how Apple Vision Pro works, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah. So again,
something privacy. You know the drill.
Yeah, exactly. So how many people
doesn't
are
matter
like,
at this point?
Just enable full-time
just fuck it.
Camera access, voice access all the time, and you forget to turn it off anyway, and yes. Okay. Anyway, but also, how about iPhone sending you some nudes? I guess the iOS 17.5 update broke some. Brought back some pictures, basically. So these are nudes from your own, not somebody else's. Just relax. But so just a reminder: if you delete a photo and people deleted their photos, it's actually deleted if you overwrite the flash memory on your phone. If you don't overwrite it, it's still technically there. That is basic hard drive ness in any PC. So technically, fun fact: if you erase your hard drive, but you don't overwrite it with something, or then your data is technically still accessible if you have the right program. You can completely reconstruct the data you had on your. That's what is happening on the iPhone right now. So people who deleted their photos and did the update, and the update was like, oh yeah, these photos, right? Okay, we just reconstruct them because it's still here, because you haven't overwritten them. Anyway, just a bug. Apple will fix it, but if just a fun headline with nudes included. Anyway, so how about France banning TikTok? It is happening, people. It is happening. Okay. Not really, but kind of, sorta, is the headline. So, France bans TikTok in New Caledonia amid foreign interference claims. Trivia. Where is New Caledonia?
Somewhere close to the old Caledonia.
Ooh.
Don't know.
Ooh, that I don't know. Maybe I don't know where.
I only know
that
like
could be a legitimate answer. I don't know about the old Caledonia, but spoiler alert. I guess it's not in Europe. France is governing the New Caledonian island, which is right next to Australia, basically. So yeah, I don't know. Something
colonization.
Something. The so pro-independence protests, and there's a whole kind of incident happening there right now, basically, and it's governed by French. But hey, it's almost the first country to ban TikTok in Europe, kind of, sorta, not really. Yeah, anyway, that's what I wanted to mention. Just another win for defeating the ultimate TikTok. Because, yeah, if you didn't know, TikTok has officially declared war on TikTok. So, yes. Anyway, New Caledonia, I envy you.
So all the New Caledonians will come here to watch... Confused, they will just come here.
Yeah.
For the content.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the population of New Caledonia?
Ooh, yeah. No idea. Here, it's is it here? No. It isn't mentioned in the article, unfortunately. But hey,
270,000.
I mean,
can you imagine?
Yeah,
that's a sizable influx of viewers.
Yeah. All right. Let's move over to... Oh, yeah. Speaking of scientists, actually, this was a kind of fun story. Sweden makes the low-cost zinc battery with 8,000 charging cycles. So that's really kind of a nice thing to have. Like 80% retains 80% of its performance over the course of 8,000 cycles. So a battery like this.
So like 8 times what we get nowadays in electronics.
Yeah, also that's one thing, and the other thing is basically that it doesn't use lithium, which is that does not use lithium, but it's made of zinc and lignin, a waste product from the paper industry. So like a material breakthrough also, and a charge cycle breakthrough also at the same time. Very nice.
That's exciting.
Very nice to see. Yeah. Zinc is very common. So we have plenty of zinc. Lithium, we don't have so much. So very good for the earth, very good for everybody.
Wonderful.
Let's go. Also, this was also kind of a interesting fun one for me. Deutsche Bahn, the German railway, the biggest company there, innovated on the noise barrier. So this is the old one, like not see-through. This is the new one. 72% transparency. Very nice. Very nice.
Sure.
More light. Could
AI do that? I don't think so.
Yeah. So you're hearing this, Rail Baltic construction workers? Some of these, please. Not not those ugly ones that you cannot see through anything and don't have enough light on your stuff. We have more greener gardens because, yeah, plants love some sunlight and stuff. Anyway, and welcome to the dystopia again a little bit. Go on, let bots date other bots. So the Bumble executive, Bumble founder. So if you don't know Bumble is a dating app. I have used it in US. It was one of the more high class ones, I would say. Bumble is known for the female the female has to message first. So you cannot, if you're a male, you cannot write to the person, even though you have matched. The female is in control, and the female can decide, like, oh yeah, this guy, all right. So the female has to initiate. Anyway, Bumble pitch over, I guess.
Sure.
And so the Bumble founder, Whitney Wolf Herd, that's a name. She was raised in a wolf herd, something, I don't know. So basically, she wants to send your dating AI bot to a date with another AI bot to match. So the idea is both your dating AIs will have a date or like interchange some information about it if you're like suitable for each other, and then you can like, oh yeah, let's meet actually with a person. So this is also, I guess, coming maybe, but yeah, this Bumble founder is, yeah, let's do dating app AI bots basically, and they will date, exchange information, what do you like, what he's into, what she's into, whatever. And if they think they're a good match, then they will like, oh yeah, let's actually do the thing, I guess. I don't know. This is something to maybe think about also. A field when you were thinking that AI couldn't ruin it or something. Well, hold my beer, I guess. Anyway, yeah.
I mean, yeah. But also, I guess that people have a lot of bad experiences with like first dates.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, in theory, I guess it could be interesting.
Yeah.
But then again, like, how much data would the AI have to process to make like a profile of you as a human person? Like, this is like terrifying, right?
No.
Because you cannot just like, unless you have to fill out a questionnaire that has like 1,000 questions or something like that, and then it will create like a persona based on it, and they will just like go out on dates with other persona.
Yeah.
Like, how would they be harvesting this data?
Well, you entered it yourself probably, as I understand.
Yeah, I guess so, but it would have to be like then just massive amounts of like different questions and answers and stuff.
Unless,
which maybe it will be,
or maybe not. I don't know. Or maybe you can choose the amount of data you want to give. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But by the way, if you're keeping score at home, this was literally a Black Mirror episode in 2017. Where AI bots dated each other and found out, oh, you're suitable with this person.
I vaguely remember something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's here now.
Yeah,
so
we're literally living in Black Mirror already, so yeah. Anywho, let's...
Can you also have the awkwardness of like just... when you get to the human interaction, if you go on like the first actual date, and then you have to like talk about your AI date and stuff and what happened, you know?
Yeah.
It's just so...
Yeah, why not?
It's just so cringy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yes. Yes. Welcome to the future, everybody. Also, I don't have actually some memes this week. I'm sorry, but
wow, that's the first.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have some memes, but they're all old ones, so I guess. Okay, I wanted to. Okay, there's some memes that you haven't seen, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's do some music. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh,
this week.
Boo.
Yeah.
Minus 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah. So, but we have some music. Billie Eilish is releasing some music this week. Hit me hard and soft, if you know what I mean. Kate Hudson. Okay. And wait, was it last week? I saw Nora Jones, I think, released also some music. Was it? Where is Nora Jones? I don't see. Hello, Mikael. L?
Hello.
L for...
I. Could be an I.
Or I? I don't know what this... I'm disappointed by the lack of memes.
D?
Yes.
Oh.
Same.
Well, now we've done it.
But honestly, sorry. Okay.
Wasn't expecting to be cancelled today, but I guess
yeah,
that's what
I
it is.
guess. Oh my god. This is the only one. This is the line for Mikael. He has to join in.
Next week we should come up with double the memes.
Oh no, yes. I will make up to you, Mikael. I will make this all good. Anyway, yeah, Nora Jones released some music. I was pretty sure it was either this week or last week or something, but also Kings of Leon. And I haven't had time to listen to it, the Nora Jones album, but I will get to it. Please be patient. But yeah, I don't know. If you're a fan of Nora Jones, then Paradise is probably the most profile song that she wants to promote all across the mediums, I suppose. So I recommend starting from Paradise. Anyway, let's talk about some music. TV shows and movies. How about it? Stargate, I have watched. Season 6 is kind of weak. I really... Man.
Is this the point where the show is going downhill?
Oh my god. I'm kind of... Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm still holding on. And I'm still like... I want to see one of the 4 main characters return at the very least. Because he hasn't. Michael Shanks. Anyway, I'm holding out. But yeah, this is the only one I've been able to, while holding the baby and put on some Stargate, I guess. But man, season 6 is weak. All right, any updates on you? Movies, TV shows this week?
I have seen a movie, I think, in the last week. I think called Infested.
Infested.
Yeah, it's like a French horror movie. About spoders.
Yes.
It was alright. I think it has massively inflated scores.
6.4
across the board. Yeah, maybe not massively, but I think it was rated a bit too high.
All right.
It was entertaining sometimes, and I think it was trying to do some commentary on police violence and discrimination against like white French people. I suppose it didn't really hit me that much. Maybe if I were French, it would. I would maybe think of it different.
Oui, oui.
Yes.
Merde.
But it had like a decent acting, and there was some interesting creepy moments, and the spiders had 8 legs, and so we can definitely tell that it wasn't AI generated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yet. Yeah. Okay.
Yet. But I mean, as far as like watch it or leave it, I think it's like either way. If you're looking for an interesting non-American horror movie that is at least decent, then I guess you could watch it. But
all right,
it's not gonna like top the list of like the best horror films of all time. But it did kind of make me feel like I should at least try to watch more non-American and non-English content, like movies and stuff. Try to at least.
All right. Anything else?
Anything else? We subscribed to Disney Plus for this month.
Oh, okay.
I have started watching. What did I start watching? I started watching Shogun. The show that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
So far it's very good.
All right.
It's like a sort of historical drama with some fictional elements, but mostly like kind of true to whatever the events. It's interesting. It's like early 17th century Japan, when it was when the Portuguese were trying to colonize it and stuff, and were sending them Christian missionaries and stuff and trading, and then how the Japanese basically figured out what they were trying to do, and there was war and stuff. But I'm still very early. But it's gorgeous. It's well acted. It is in Japanese, mostly, and then sometimes they will speak Portuguese, but actually they don't speak Portuguese. They speak English.
Okay.
But the show presents it as if they're speaking Portuguese. You know what I mean? So it's weird. Most cast people are Japanese. It was like a combined production.
Yeah.
Of some studios. So most characters in the show speak Japanese, right?
Okay.
And you get subtitles for what they're saying from Japanese to English. But then most of the other characters that are not Japanese are supposed to be Portuguese, right?
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be talking Portuguese.
But
the actual actors are speaking in English.
Okay.
Is
there like a Portuguese subtitles or something? No.
I have no idea. I imagine yes, but
yeah.
But I'm just watching it with subtitles but the English subtitle both English voice and Japanese voices.
Okay.
So it is weird, So, I mean, why not have people just play? I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
Somebody
is agreeing with you also, by the way.
I was gonna also comment. Yes, visually the show is really cool. I don't know how they did it, but the way they captured the era very nicely. And the topic is very interesting. I feel like there's an increased interest in Japan overall.
Yes,
and it's the only Asian country that was never colonized by the Europeans.
Yeah, and the yen is like all-time low, something like. Yeah, that's why. By the way, if you're wondering, like why your favorite whatever content creator is in Japan right now, the Japanese yen is like all-time low in like, I don't know, 24-year low or something. So it's like super cheap. And the second reason also, all the COVID rules are now finally gone, basically. That's why for the past few months everybody went to Japan because it was super cheap and the COVID rules just got lifted.
I would love to go to Japan.
Yes, same here.
It's not even that expensive. It's just that getting there is expensive, but the actual Japan is not that expensive.
Exactly.
So yeah, visually it looks great. The story is interesting. Made me wonder what the world would look like if the Europeans didn't ruin it for everyone and didn't colonize and genocide, for example, the Southern American civilizations, and what that would look like.
Yeah.
But for what it is, I think it's very interesting. But I'm still very early. And then another random thing that I started watching, and I had no idea what the fuck this was before I started, is X-Men '97. Also on Disney Plus.
X-Men '97.
Yes.
I don't know how to find this.
If you search X-Men, I think it should be the first thing right now. Like X-Men, you know. Like the Marvel property.
Yeah. Oh, yes, like this. Okay. Oh. It's just started?
It's over. The first season is over.
Okay.
So I was wondering what the fuck this was, because I thought that this was a remake, basically.
Yeah, that's
of the 90s show that I watched as a child.
That's what my first initial like thought process also, like is it from the 1997 and they just got remade?
Yeah, so it's not a remake of that series. It's basically a sequel to that series. It takes place right after the events of that series, even though the series is like super old at this point. It's very interesting.
Okay.
And I've also seen 2 episodes of this, and it's really nice. I really like it.
Okay. All right. All right.
It's a bit, I think it's aiming at, younger audiences, I would imagine. I actually don't know what's the age rating on it. I mean, it's very tame in this sense, so I guess that's what they're
9.0 though. Pretty, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty high right now. All right.
And they keep up TV14, yeah. They keep up this thing going that the mutants in the universe are just like a metaphor for well, it's mostly reads as queerness, but I guess in this situation they're going for just like all different marginalized people.
Oh, okay.
And how they are not finding place in society and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going a little bit heavy-handed on, but I guess it's if it's aimed at like younger audiences, then I guess you kind of have to go a little bit harder on the metaphor,
Okay.
But I think overall it works. I'll probably finish it by the next time we do stream and say some more stuff. But yeah, it brought me back. Like I remember watching the original series back in the day, and this was like one of my. I mean, to this day, I think X-Men is my favorite Marvel property.
Yeah, probably mine also, actually.
Even though it's the most troubled. No, Fantastic Four is the most troubled one. But I think X-Men is like up there with like the most mishandled properties that Marvel has.
Huge Wolverine fan over here.
Yeah, he's there. Cyclops is there. All the classics. Storm. All the OGs. Beast. The blue guy.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, that was fun find.
All right. Gaming. How about some games this week? Fun fact. Dragon Age Inquisition Game of the Year Edition is for free now on Epic Game Store.
Oh, let's go.
Which is
a good one.
Fairly high-profile game. Oh, well, I mean,
it's kind of old, but it's
2014 release date.
It's a good one.
As far as I can tell, this is a pretty quality game. Yeah. Mostly positive.
I will also redeem it on Epic then.
Yeah. I looked a video about it. It's the gimmick, if you will, or something. It's if you're in the middle of the fight, you can freeze time and you can zoom into with the camera. You can go around and you can see exactly who are you fighting with, and you can pull up some info stats about the enemy and stuff, and you can coordinate your attacks and whatever. So I found it kind of interesting. I don't know. Yeah. And there was another free game also, which was Endless Legend. I don't know anything about this, but hey, it is for free. That's all I know. RTS strategy game?
I think so, yeah. I don't think it's RTS, but it's like,
something.
Some sort of strategy.
Oh, no, not RTS, but it's strategy.
It's like tile-based.
turn-based strategy game. Also very positive, actually.
It's like a fantasy kind of strategy game.
Yeah. All right. Also, by the way, Grand Theft Auto 6 is set to release on 2025 autumn, fall. It's pretty sure, actually. So the Thursday, the Rockstar parent company Take-Two Interactive reported its fourth quarter and full fiscal 2024 earnings, revealing the Take-Two is not prepared to get more specific than full 2025 for GTA 6. So yeah, so this is what you have to deal with, people. 1 year and I don't know, 3 months, something like that, at least.
I mean, in grand scheme of things, it's very soon. I mean, it will probably be the biggest game on the planet in the moment, but I have very little interest in it, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe I will play it. Maybe it will open my eyes on like the greatness of Rockstar as a developer. But I've never showed much interest in GTA games. But we'll see.
I think I'm on the record in TekTok of betting that this game will be like 99 or something, like actually a lot, like 100 euros or something. I don't know, we'll see.
You know what, I
maybe I don't know.
I can't say that I'm in agreement, but I can see it being the case. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you've been waiting for it for so long, and the game is massive, so here you go. Here's a €100 price tag and €100 season pass.
Yeah.
So €200 total. Thank you very much.
Oh God. And and if you want to have some microtransactions, we have those also.
We got those as well, of course.
Yeah. All right. Any gaming this week that you did?
And not so much. Diablo 4 released a massive new update, which apparently changed the entire game. I've played it today for like 2 hours, and it sure as shit plays like Diablo 4, which isn't a bad thing.
Okay.
But my understanding is that the biggest improvements are to like mid to late game. So I guess I'll play more of it and I'll report back on it.
All right.
The problem with like Diablo 4 was that like I enjoyed playing the story. I think the story was pretty decent, minus the fact that the titular villain doesn't make an appearance. So, figure.
You mean Elon Musk or?
Yes. Elon Musk and his other sidekick, the Candle.
Neither
of those made an appearance in the original game, and so far there's no sight of them either.
Yeah. If you see like a character with the name CyberGamer 420, then you know.
Yeah, totally. But I did kind of fell off the wagon after you finish the story and go into like the grindy loot fest, which is like the meat and potatoes of Diablo, and I did enjoy doing that in previous games, because this was my ultimate like podcasting game. I just play, mindlessly press buttons and see the demons die, and then at the same time I'm listening to some podcast on the side.
Yeah.
So, but even with that, I got bored because the end game was very repetitive and not particularly interesting. And so in this update, they supposedly changed the loot system completely, and the end game somewhat.
Okay.
So I guess I'll check it out. There are some classes that I haven't tried, so I started playing as a rogue, or whatever they call it in this game. And I guess we'll see. Other than that, I also started reading a new visual novel, reading/playing. Well, this one is very visual novel. There's barely any gameplay. You just like press forward and sometimes make choices. It seems interesting. I'm curious how deep the gimmick will go, but the game is called The Ladder. The Ladder, yeah.
The Ladder.
No, not The Ladder. The Ladder.
A letter.
Like a letter, as in like a paper thing.
Is it on Steam?
I think so. I think so. Very forgettable name. It took me like a week to memorize what the game was called. It's called The Ladder, a visual, or like The Ladder, a horror visual novel, or something like that.
Oh, it's not the classic edition, I guess then. Or maybe it is. Is it this one? It's a creepy narrative-driven tale about a boy in search of his...
I know, it was the second one on the list.
Oh.
The one that was more expensive. Yeah, The Latter, a horror visual novel.
Oh. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what is it about? It's basically sort of, I guess, The Ring-esque, I guess.
When 7 people fall prey to a vicious curse, they will discover a horror rests not from the shadows lurking about, but within themselves. To what ends will go on in order to survive. All right.
Sure, yeah. It's a very slow burn. I imagine the game is quite long. I'm quite early. But basically, the premise is that the main character finds a... do you remember the early days of social media?
Sure.
When people
MSN?
would... Not sure, I guess it existed in those days as well. I'm thinking more like early Facebook days.
Okay, Orkut.
Yeah, perhaps those were there as well. Where people would send these like cursed cursed messages that you were then supposed to send to like 5 other people.
Yes.
Or you were gonna, I don't know, die or something.
Yeah. You will get very unlucky and you will lose a lot of money and or.
Yeah, exactly. And at some point, I don't know, I would be spammed by people just sending them. So it's kind of like that, but it's like the main character finds the actual like paper letter, and then accidentally shows it to 5 people. Or was it accidental? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And so that's basically as far as I'm at. Like all the characters have seen the letter, and I don't really know where the story goes from there.
Okay.
So we'll see. But I think it should be pretty long. So I don't think I will finish it by the next time we.
All right.
Chat.
Yeah. Very positive on stream.
So for some reason I've been in a visual novel mood, so it's just kind of like somewhere between a video game and a book. So
yeah,
I just kind of like it, and it's horror, so why not?
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
That's about it, I think.
Yeah, from my side, I haven't played anything because 2 kids.
You do be like that sometimes.
Technically, if I include my Clash of Clans mobile game, which I'm not very proud of, but I guess this is the only thing that I have time for now. But I don't know. I still keep thinking about Baldur's Gate 3 from time to time, but again, it's the summer. I kind of have a garden to work on, and so
also work will happen eventually, right?
Yeah, work is also happening actually already, which is also
it's summer already. 25 degrees. Let's go.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, 25. Today was like, oh my god, I wish it was like actually cooler already. So yeah, pretty rough right now. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it from us. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's about it.
Let's do a quick 5-second review of my new toy that I got.
Oh my god, yes, that's what because I knew that there was something, but I forgot. Yes, please. So, for those of you who don't know, this man got the fastest Apple product ever, the M4 iPad Pro with the tandem OLED. and
True.
the thinnest Apple product ever. So
It's
yeah,
true.
okay. My first question: is it too thin? Is it like you're a little bit scared to break it in half?
I think the 11-inch model is perfect. Because it's a bit
yeah,
thicker
the
than
11.
the
Yeah, it's a
13
little
one.
bit thicker. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
but I did touch the 13-inch model in
Okay.
Ideal, and it is freakishly thin. Like, I don't think that any of the footage that you see on YouTube like does justice to how thin it is. It's like uncomfortably slim. But even the 11-inch model is just a tiny bit thicker than a USB-C port.
Yeah.
So like the 13-inch basically is the thickness of a USB-C port. So it couldn't be any thinner basically, unless they remove the port and do MagSafe in the future. So yeah, I guess I can show it. So this is the iPad. There's nothing really to show. It's just the iPad, you know. It's just, it looks a silver color, of course, the superior variety.
Yeah.
How's what else is?
What's did you found out what's I'm showing on stream? What's this thing here? So this is the LiDAR camera here, but what the hell is this thing? Is this like a depth camera or something? Because people did speculate what the hell this thing is, but
yeah, it's like matte texture.
Yeah. Because
well, it's in the place of the removed ultra-wide camera that nobody used.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, do you know iPad Pro has a one fewer camera?
Yeah.
Which is also
nobody seems to care. But it is kind of a big deal. But yeah, nobody seems to care. So yeah, the price was good. I mean, it was basically like what it should be. It was like €1,000 plus tax, which is shocking for Apple products in Europe. I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I expected it to cost like €100 more.
Yeah.
Personally.
Wait a minute. Was it $9.99
It was like 1,015 plus tax.
Okay, but US pricing was $9.99.
$9.99, yeah.
Really?
So pretty close, you know, if you compare 1-to-1, which normally you do, but even though Euro is more expensive, but who cares?
That's actually yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you do get a lot of stuff. Largely still feels like the iPad, so you do have the camera here on the long edge as opposed to the top of the iPad. But it is kind of an interesting. So Apple wants you to use it, you know, like this, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And you know, you have your pencil here, wonderful. You know, it's not in the way of anything. But I do find it interesting that the Apple logo is still positioned the way that it always has been, vertically. You know, even though it's very clear that Apple wants you to use your tablet in horizontal mode, because like the widget looks much nicer and it's like more tidy and stuff. As far as tandem OLED, it's very bright. It's very nice.
Yeah.
No suspicious like green tints, yellow tints. Like you know, sometimes they had some like controversies in terms of like, you know, watching stuff in low light environment and then like the blacks not being black and stuff like that. So nothing like that.
Yeah.
Very snappy, very good, as you would expect, but you know, all iPads are kind of like that. By the way, the 60 hertz iPad, like they had Air like side by side in Ideal, and it's like painful to look at in terms of like its refresh.
Oh, like refresh
frame rate.
Yeah. Okay.
The pencil looks identical.
Was the pencil also €130?
No, it was 150.
Oh, okay.
Which again, if it's like 129 plus tax, it's sort of in the ballpark of what it should cost.
Yeah.
And I checked that the previous pencil I bought for the exact same amount of money. So I don't hate it.
Okay. Yeah.
My favorite, so far, I mean, there isn't anything groundbreaking. My favorite part about it that I'll try to demonstrate, I don't know if iPad previous ones could do it, but I'll try to show. I hope we don't get a copyright strike by Disney.
All right.
So I don't know if it's gonna work in this kind of like relatively lit environment. But let's just say that I'm gonna turn on an episode of something. So this is this X-Men show that I'm watching, right?
Yeah.
And so it is playing in HDR, right? So it's nice and shiny. Oh. It's like nice and shiny, right?
Yes.
I guess it's maybe hard to see on camera, but it's very nice and bright even in like complete darkness. So they're not like skimping on brightness.
Yeah.
But what I found that is interesting is that it has like per object HDR. Yeah, it doesn't really read like that, unfortunately, right now. So basically, if I go picture-in-picture mode and go on the home screen, right?
Yeah.
You cannot tell the difference, but basically the entire screen displays in HDR, and the tiny window is in HDR.
Really?
So if it's dark in the
Okay.
room, the show playing will be super bright, and the rest of the iPad will adjust to whatever ambient lighting you have.
Okay.
And that I found, I don't know if this has been already the case in other places, but you know, I'm only using HDR on TVs, right? And there you either are in HDR or you're not in HDR, you know? So having this kind of it's kind of very interesting to me. I like that.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And yeah, HDR looks great. The speakers sound great. It's the iPad, you know, it's the best tablet you can buy.
Yes.
Even though other people will believe you that whatever, like nonsensical, like Surface Pro or something is better. But let's be real, nobody wants to buy a Surface Pro.
I mean, those are just paid by Microsoft. Those people.
Just on the payroll.
Honestly, yeah, iPad. I mean, the iPad is a class of its own. Can't argue there, basically. Again.
And yeah, but I would recommend if you happen to be in like Euronics or something at some point, I would recommend to like go and like touch and feel the iPad, the 13-inch one, because it is a very weird experience that you cannot really tell from the, like YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah, that's a bend gate waiting to be happen in my mind, kind of thing.
Yeah, I suppose. I always have this paranoia when I buy a new iPad. It's like, is it curvy? Is it not curvy? I cannot tell. I think this one is pretty good. But I did have that specifically with the larger one when I got it. I don't know, I guess it's just because it's so large, so it kind of feels like it must be somewhat like not perfectly straight. But again, over the years I cannot tell that it got worse. But again, if it's thinner, which is significantly thinner now, I guess there is a chance, you know, if you're gonna be obsessing about it, then you know it could happen. But yeah, so I got screen protector, I got a case, I got everything. It's an iPad, yeah. I mean, I haven't done anything new or great.
Did you get the folio, the keyboard?
No, I just got the regular case. I decided against.
Oh, just okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just realized that I don't really use my iPad for the same purposes I use my tablet for, or my computer for.
I do.
So
I mean, I got the keyboard the for very cheap, so that's my current just Clash of Clans setup, I guess, and also at the same time my daughter's kind of Alpa Kids, which is a kind of learning game to learn numbers and letters and colors and stuff. So basically, the only app that I'm paying.
You're just gonna show the case. It's 15 or 16 euros on Amazon. It has this like flappy thing to protect the thing, and it is a folio, yeah, but nothing fancy.
Yeah.
The only problem is that the iPad is so thin, and so the case is also kind of thin. So when I plug it to charge, this like protruding part of the case kind of prevents me from plugging in the USB-C like correctly.
Okay.
It's kind of a little bit in the way.
Yeah.
So that's fun. And the iPad, like the iPad itself, is thinner than the actual charging, like tip. You know, the tip that the charger like has the plastic around it.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Okay. All right. Overall satisfaction. Very good.
Yeah.
What you expected, and
I mean, yeah, I feel like I am interested in what they will show on WWDC.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't really buy it waiting for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I just use iPads all the time, and I love using them for many different things.
Yeah,
and none of the things I use it for are super like, you know, computationally demanding or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like this time around, it felt like correct time to upgrade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there has been a lot of changes. You know, they doubled the storage, which now is the same as my previous one, 256 gigs, which is plenty for a tablet for me.
Yeah.
And now you get a new screen and, you know, whatever super powered chip that is you're gonna use for playing gacha games and stuff. And if they, you know, end up releasing some new features for it in the future iPad OSs, then cool, I'll check them out.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really think I can like live without iPad anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
As dramatic as it sounds, but I mean it's less important to me than my phone, obviously, but it is pretty much like up there.
Yeah. For anyone wondering, again, this is 2018, and it's still like, for me, still way too much. Basically, because it's, again, I'm basically doing nothing with it.
Yeah.
But,
2018 iPads are insane, honestly.
Yeah.
They still are, kind of.
No plans to basically ever upgrade. If I don't know, if the battery is like complete garbage, then maybe. Yeah. Anyway, there's some people calling me. Then yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it.
Yeah, time to wrap up then.
Yes.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah. Next week, Friday?
Next week is some kind of event happening.
Oh no.
And you best believe that I'm working when events are happening. So
Alright.
I will be working Friday to Sunday. Yeah. Sadly.
Alright.
Nice and long days.
Yes. Maybe.
So again, unless.
Yeah. Friday seems to work out in this.
Yeah, I wish I could. I
pretty...
wish I could like never work on Fridays.
Yeah.
But which I technically could, because I mean, do I really have to work on Friday if I'm also working on Saturday and Sunday? You know, but I would have to talk to the manager, and then who knows, will I even be working here for a while longer or not? So it's kind of all a little bit confused, and you know, maybe they'll call me with the interview thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll kill for now. Yeah, for now I'm working Friday.
All right. Yeah. Then I will do a solo stream, I guess. And but yeah, it was fun. The AI,
yeah, good stream.
The dystopia is coming, I guess, is the main, one of the main points. Something, I don't know. All right, thank you for tuning in. We love you very much. Bye, everybody, and
as always,
enjoy the weather if you're anywhere.
If you're into that.
If you're into weather, I guess. Yeah.
If you're into 25 degrees plus weather, yeah.
And also, the Apple WWDC is coming also in pretty soon.
Sure, it's happening, yeah.
That's also like in a few weeks. All right.
I guess we're gonna see a lot of AI.
See ya at the next AI event pretty soon, actually.
Yeah.
Because
when are we revealing our TekTok AI?
Yeah. So everything has to be AI. It's funding straight out from everybody. AI? Oh my god, it has AI? What? I just maybe some AI music in the background, and that's it. That's the AI part.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody. Love you.
Bye.